Hare Krishna. There's a very wonderful conversation between Srila Prabhupada and a reporter. The reporter is asking questions and Srila Prabhupada is answering. Hear this, I'll just read it out. Reporter: do you think your moment is the only way to know God? And Srila Prabhupada with all confidence: yes. Reporter: how are you assured of that? Prabhupada: from the authorities and from God, Krishna. Krishna says, Sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ma shucha. Abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reactions. Ma shucha, do not fear. Hearing this, the reporter is asking, does surrender mean that someone would have to leave his family? Prabhupada, in one word, no. The reporter is asking, but suppose I were to become an initiate, wouldn't I have to come and live in the temple? Prabhupada, in two words, not necessarily. Reporter: I can stay at home. Is that okay? Prabhupada, again in two words, oh yes. And then finally the reporter is asking, what about work? Would I have to give up my job? And Srila Prabhupada elaborately he says, no. You would simply have to give up your bad habits and chant the Hare Krishna mantra on these beads. That's all. Now this conversation is so wonderful. Here the entire thing begins with, do you think your moment is the only way to know God? And finally, with all that question and answer, finally at the end Prabhupada is saying, only two things a devotee is supposed to do. Give up bad habits. No meat eating, no gambling, no illicit sex, no intoxication. And chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra on beads. And just by doing this, Prabhupada is so confident. He's saying, yes, this is the only way to know God. So can we imagine, we are chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra on beads and we are following the process which Prabhupada is speaking in this conversation. So today when we are chanting, let's try to remind ourselves about how confident Prabhupada is. With so much of conviction, he has told the reporter, yes, this is the only way to know God. There is no other thing that needs to be done. Only two things. Give up bad habits and chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra on beads. And Prabhupada says, that's all. Nothing else apart from this. So we are doing that most important thing today when we are holding the beads and chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So let's meditate on this wonderful conversation and remind ourselves again and again how Prabhupada is saying just two things and that's all. And in that two things, one very, very important thing is chanting Hare Krishna on beads, which we are going to do now. So let's begin our chanting, praying to Prabhupada and remembering this conversation. Hare Krishna.